Welcome to this edition of the Native News Update on this Wednesday, December 2nd. I'm your host for today's program, Paul Demain. Many of the news stories read here can also be found at our website at IndianCountryNews.com. Here are the news stories for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. And here is some information on the news from Indian Country, and its digital programming called Native News Update is celebrating 1 year of broadcasting the news online using the World Wide Web, social networking sites, and live stream studios at IndianCountryTV.com. Having produced over 600 video programs and almost 240 Native News Update news programs so far, the digital program has been viewed by over 2 million people, or at least 2 million times throughout the world, including people in Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Japan, U.S. soldiers in Germany, Afghanistan, and Iraq, and even they say someone on the spaceship Hubble looking around to see what's going on in Indian Country. We appreciate your feedback, your support, and most of all, watching you watch us. So now to today's news. Some members of the Montana's Little Shell tribe near Helena, Montana, want the state to withhold $900,000 in grant money because of concerns the tribe might mishandle it. The revelations came this Tuesday when a planned look into state issues with the tribe's accounting methods turned into an internal dispute over the legitimacy of the tribal government. Tribal leaders sought the meeting with the state to reassure state officials they're fixing accounting and control systems, but members of a rival faction within the tribe instead asked the state to continue withholding the grant money until new elections can be held. Mohawk environmental activist Danny Beaton is proud to announce that he is the recipient of the 2010 Environment and Natural Resources Award that was presented on behalf of the Government of Canada as a member and from a Member of Parliament from Brant, Ontario, MP Phil McColman. That award was presented at the National Aboriginal Achievement Foundation Awards and was presented at least in part because of Mr. Beaton's opposition to the development of a dump at site number 42 in the water aquifer that lies below that. On Saturday, December 5th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Discovery Channel's Planet Green will air Buffalo Battle, a one-hour television documentary on the plight of America's only continuously wild bison population and the work of the Buffalo Field Campaign. Buffalo Battle captures the ongoing war against wild bison and the conflict between bison advocates, government agencies, and Montana's cattle industry as wild bison follow their seasonal migratory instincts from the high country of Yellowstone National Park into the state of Montana. State and federal agencies, including Yellowstone National Park and the Montana Department of Livestock, spend millions of federal dollars to enforce Montana's intolerance for native bison. Government agents have killed more than 3,600 wild bison since the year 2000. Matthew Testa, creator of the award-winning 2001 documentary, The Buffalo War, is the executive producer of Buffalo Battle. Testa and his film crew spent weeks in the field with the Buffalo Field Campaign, interviewing activists, government agencies, and local ranchers while witnessing firsthand the continuing struggle that wild buffalo face in their native landscape. The Alaska Sports Hall of Fame will add 4 names in 2010. Musher Lance Mackey, mountaineer Bradford Washburn, Native Games competitor Reggie Houle, and snowboarder Rosie Fletcher. Mackey is the 3-time defending Iditarod champion. Washburn, who passed away in the year 2007 at the age of 96, was the Massachusetts photographer and map maker who pioneered the popular West Buttress route up the Mount McKinley. He was the first person to ascend many Alaskan peaks, including Mount Sanford and Mount Hayes. Houle is a 10-time World Eskimo Indian Olympics gold medalist and current state representative from Ketsabu. He set numerous records in the 1-foot and 2-foot high kick. Fletcher was an Olympic bronze medalist in the 2006 Winter Games in Turin, Italy. The Capitol Christmas tree is from Arizona, the first time the tree has come from that state ever, as far as anyone can remember. It was cut down near the White Mountain Apache Reservation, and they blessed it there. And while it's made several stops through Arizona communities, it made its first reservation stop at the Hopi Reservation during November. The tree and all its crew stopped in the Keams Canyon Elementary School in Keams Canyon, Arizona. The 3rd and 4th grade class sang Silent Night as well as Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, both in the Hopi language. Brandy Namoki, Miss Keams Canyon Elementary School princess, welcomed the crowd and made comments about the tree. She also made an ornament of a young Hopi girl she fashioned after herself. So she said she's excited to know that she'll be hanging from the tree in Washington, D.C. She's 9 years old. Miss Hopi Hunel Puwaseva also spoke to the crowd. The Hopi and a Hopi man prayed for a safe journey and for the spirit of the tree to bring harmony and peace to our nation, its leaders, and that it will help our leaders there make good decisions for all Native people. He tied a Hopi prayer feather on the top of the branch. People can keep track of that tree by visiting the website capitalchristmastree2009.org, and I do believe that tree is now in Washington, D.C., set upright, and the lights may be on. So maybe we can get a picture of that as well. And that is the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this anniversary of the launch of the Native News Update 1 year ago. We certainly want to thank you for joining with us.
Dave, my name is Paul Demain for IndianCountryTV.com. Tune in often and enjoy.